I wonder where Mr. Code went. He told me he was going to the bridge. Whee! What the? Is this what you've been doing all day? Sliding in your socks?
Oh yeah, well I was monitoring the ship's systems on the bridge, my hooves got cold, and one thing led to another, and now it's time for bowling.
Well, hurry up and get back to the courtroom.
Yeah, one strike and I'm good. Alright, here we go! Whee! Haha, strike! Whoa! Ow.
You alright, Mr. Code?
My socks are okay. So after the girls stop another world-devastating threat, they take a dip in a hot spring that suddenly has appeared near Ponyville, which turns them into a bunch of crazed mares wanting to shape the world in their own vision. This is actually one of the best aspects about this comic, in taking the girls' basest traits and cranking them up to 11. It's so entertaining watching AJ become an unscrupulous, money-grubbing business mare, or Twilight becoming a tyrannical ruler, and all the girls' various shenanigans make the comic so much fun. I also like how this concept of the girls' corruption isn't just a retread of them being discorded. In that situation, they became the opposite of their elements, Fluttershy kind of mean, AJ honest to liar, etc, etc. Here, the dark magic takes their passions and desires, twisting them into warped obsessions, such as turning Fluttershy and her love of animals to her becoming a merciless forest war leader. And the story does a really good job pacing the reveal of each of the girls' dark forms throughout the story, ending the first two comics on great cliffhangers. The majority of the time we're following Spike and the CMC, who do well in contributing to the resolution, along with Sakura, who gets some great lines as well, though the most interesting inclusion is Princess Luna. Following her inception in the first season, one of the main problems with Luna is that she really hasn't done much. Now that's not to say she hasn't helped Ponies with their personal problems, but it seems that she's always stuck in this rut of always lingering in the past and can't seem to move on. In the comics, her character has fared much better, like in her Micro and the Friends Forever with Pinkie Pie and Discord. In this arc, it briefly dwells in her past, but doesn't let it waive her resolve, and she's able to tackle this dark magic threat head on, even though we find out her magic isn't powerful enough to stop the corrupted mares. And as per usual, it is cool to see Nightmare Moon. Tony Fleeks and Heather Breck will complement each other well in the art department, creating some great atmospheric scenes with some good use of shadows and diverse facial expressions, and even some really awesome battle scenes. Sakura finally develops a water cure, and each of the main six are over time returned to normal, although Rainbow Dash's technique is somewhat questionable. Make it rain. I really don't see how that's gonna help, but okay. Yeah! We're making it rain! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Millions of dollars, millions of dollars, millions of dollars!
Mr. Code, cease this at once. You want to get sued?
Well, that would just be meta. Anyway, after all that, we return to the hot springs, to the source of the problem. And who was behind this? Granny Goodness! Nah, just kidding. Now to reveal the true culprit.
It's me, Austin! Oh, son of a bitch!
Mr. Code, this is your last warning.
Alright, fine. We find out that it was actually
John C!
It was worth it. Ugh. No, any of those would have been a much more interesting reveal. The spring itself was created by excessive magic byproduct that's been cast in the world, essentially magic pollution. When did this turn into an episode of Captain Planet? It's kind of a lazy letdown to what ostensibly is a great arc. I would have easily bought another meteor fragment like in Night of Living Apples, impacted on Equestria and swelled an underground reservoir to the surface. Plus, it would have been another short but good moment of Luna seeing how the legacy of her past exploits still affects Equestria, but have her realize that she's moved on from it and is ready to fight any future incarnation of Nightmare Moon and her dark magic. But in the end, this is a great comic, some awesome artwork, an entertaining depiction of the main six, everyone involved with the story contributing to the resolution, making logical decisions, and some great Luna characterization. Alright guys, that's it for today. Until next time, MC out!